People, que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now the first thing that is buzzing in the news is that we saw that they slapped away a businessman, a Jamaican businessman and his wife, who happens to be an Italian. And his name is Osborne Richards and her name is Patricia Richards. Of course, like you could hear the Italian name. So anyway, what makes this important is not the fact that the person is a foreign national. Now, what makes this so bad is the fact that when the foreign press gets a hold of this, it is going to describe Jamaica as a hostile place. It is going to turn off tourists and people. The truth and the fact is that based on what is going on in Jamaica with tourism right now, we see that there's a rise. So we kind of would have thought that the tourism sector would have fallen, but people will see that it is doing better. And that is based on the fact that basically most of these tourist places are all-inclusive, aka tourist PRISON. So therefore when the people come, them just go to the airport and then straight to these facilities and back home. They don't explore Jamaica because of that specific reason. So anyways, back to the details of what was said. Now based on the Popo report, it is said that these persons were tied up. They were ROBBED and there were multiple. We are talking about conch shell. We are talking about almost 10 of people. We are talking about, it seems like these persons were taken away. EXECUTION style. They were tied up like some hog. They were tied up like some wild animal. Now people, when we listen to this stuff, we have to wonder what sort of slap away people we have in Jamaica, and people, like I told you on many occasions, about these new millennium thief, these new millennium MURDERERS. They take it to a furthest extent. Excuse my spelling, I am just freestyling. I am not reading from a piece of paper. So anyway, it was said that these people's house was ransacked and the people even take the people fridge. Now people, when I listen to this, the first thing that comes to mind, this seems like these persons were set up by somebody that they know. It seems like these people were set up by their employee. It seems like this might have been a hit. And people, like me say, when it comes to blogging, it is all opinionated. That means it is what you feel. It is your theory. And the fact that I was not there, I cannot say with 100% surety that I am right. However, I am going to explore all possible options. First thing first, was this a hit? Maybe. I cannot say with 100% surety. But based on the fact that these people got multiple SHOTS, based on the fact that them basically hog-tie them, a possibility. So people, like me say, that is one option, that is one scenario. It is a possible scenario. I don't know. I cannot say with 100% surety. The next possible scenario, these persons were set up by their employees. These persons were set up by persons that have business. We are speaking about competitors in the NEGRIL era. Now, it was said that this incident took place in West End, and when we speak about West End, we are speaking about in NEGRIL. That means that it is the westernmost part of NEGRIL. We are talking about all the way west. So people, it is not a gated community, and the truth and the fact is that they have some squalor house and they also have some very nice houses and apartments. They have a lot of business. And I also think that West End is where you find Rick's Cafe and some very nice hotels, Rete and Lele. So for those of us who know about NEGRIL, we know that it is one of the better places in Jamaica as it pertains to tourism. We are talking about the best beaches, we are talking about the best amenities, we are speaking about the better hotels, we are speaking about the most 5- and 7-star hotels in Jamaica. They are in NEGRIL. So we know that based on the fact that, based on what the Popo report is saying, this man is a big businessman and him and his family, him and his wife are involved in the tourist sector. So we know so they are doing business. So therefore it might be an employee or it might be somebody that is a competitor. Because people, we know that money is always a motive. We know that money is the root of all evil. So the point that I am trying to make is that most of the time when we see people getting slapped away, it is always money is the motive, or 99.99% of the time is that money is the motive, or it is reprisal, or we are speaking about REVENGE. So people, that is option 2. The next thing, is this a random robbery? Yes, that is a possible scenario because of the fact that we saw that they tied up these people, because of the fact that we heard, or based on Popo report, or based on documented report, it was said that these people also take one fridge. Now, people have to also remember that these criminals, these thieves, these slap away people in Jamaica are not the sharpest tool in the shed. So therefore, sometime when the Popo reach upon the crime scene and they see the place ransacked, them see this missing, them see the people them tied up, Rete and Lele, they are going to be thinking all sorts of things. They are going to be confused. But the truth and the fact is that these people are novices. Most of these people are and hence that is why they are becoming thieves, and that is why they are slapping away people, because if it comes to them own common sense, they would not be able to actually fill out an application and get a job and even maintain a job. So therefore, that is why they are doing what they are doing, because they are a set of duns. So we can't really go by what we see. We cannot go by the fact that the fridge was stolen. We cannot go by the fact that them tie up the people. We cannot go by the fact that we saw that the people them get X amount of con. People, we are going to be confused because, like me say, some of these people are some damn FOOLs, point blank and period. So therefore, it might have been a case where this person come and him see the fridge and him thinks that the fridge is nice, and because he does not have a nice fridge in his house, he decided that he wants to take the fridge. And people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. There can also be a next scenario, what is in the fridge. So when we think about the fridge, did they take the fridge because there is something of high value? What could be something of high value that is in this fridge to make the people them want to take the fridge? Was it some cocoa? And people, when me talk about cocoa, I am speaking about the stuff from Colombia. May I talk about the pedico? So people, when we think about that theory, it makes absolutely no sense, because the truth and the fact is that they were already at this person's house. Them could basically search the fridge and take out what them want to take out if there was some sort of something with high value. We are talking about money. And people, remember, these people are rich person. Them can get a safety deposit box in any sort of bank because them have the credit, them have the name, and you know that Jamaica is a very classist place. So therefore, when Mr. Richards or Mrs. Richards go into the bank, there is no question. Them just give them the key and then fill out the paperwork, and it is easy like 1, 2, 3. So my point is that that would kind of give a little mixed feeling. Did they take away the fridge because of the contents of the fridge? Because people, the truth and the fact is that which thief are going to drive up and down with a big old fridge just to get the content when they were already in the house and they had ample time to take out what they want to take out? So people, if it comes down to my opinion and my educated guess, I would say that these persons were slapped away because they were set up by somebody that knows them, by either a competitor or either an employee. Point blank and period. And like me say, when it comes to this blogging thing, none of us are any expert more than the other one. People just talk and like to hype up themselves and act like them have more knowledge than anybody else, when the truth and the fact is that all of this information is in the news. All of this information is on social media. All of this information is there for everybody to read and see. We have to just give our opinion as a blogger. And our way or our theory don't make it better than the next person one. Point blank and period. People have to just take an educated guess and use them common sense. But people, like we say, common sense is not very common in Jamaica. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, like I've always said, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.